This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right. There he is.
He's back.
Feeling fresh, ready for the week?
Man, I got to tell you, I don't know about fresh. I'll tell you this. I went to Disney World on Saturday or on Friday with my girlfriend, her niece, and her mom. And I had to reach out to my mom after and say, thank you for everything you tolerated bringing me to the Disneyland parks when I was a child with unlimited energy. Because we walked 12 miles, 23,000 steps, 15 hours in the sun. Man, I was beat. That was worse than Hell Week in football season. I've never been my back is sore, my shoulders were sore, my ribs. I was like, what is wrong with this?
Is that your first time at the World?
No, as an adult, yes. As a kid with unlimited energy, no. I think I went to Disney World one time. I think we did it across like 2 days though. So we went to like Epcot for a few hours and then went back home. And then the next day we did Magic Kingdom for a little bit and then like went home, went to the pool, relaxed. This time, bro, we got there like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning at Epcot. We did 6 hours at Epcot, which was cool. Which is so cool, man. It is so damn cool. Like the around the world, it was cheap. Don't even like.
Did you have beer?
Of course I had beer.
Okay.
Of course I had beer around the world. We're with the 3-year-old.
You might be a rookie. Your naivete may step in, and you might go to me, beers. What are you talking about? You know, because I've heard that too, and I'm like, you went around the world and you didn't have beers. What the hell is wrong with you? You know, that kind of stuff.
In any situation where there is beer,
it's good to know you're properly cultured in the Disney world. Okay?
In any situation where there is beer, I am probably having beer, unless I am being paid to not have beer. So if I'm at work, I'm not going to be drinking beers in the press box during the game. If it's there afterward, and I got my stories filed,
we'll get your little Edge energy drink during the game. That's what you got to have. 78 calories, that kind of stuff. You know, that's what we got to get you during the game.
But it was cheap, man. Like the food, we had euros like in Greece, and they were like $6. I said, "What is this? Is wonderful. I don't ever want to leave Epcot. I just spend all day here."
Yep. Yeah.
But exactly. And it was like Jay said, it was food and wine festival. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. To be honest,
that's become my favorite park out of all of them is Epcot. Actually, that's my favorite one. I love Epcot.
I feel like it's somewhere where like, so if my girl, obviously I get in for free. I work for Disney. If my girl and I want to take a trip up to Orlando for a couple days and go hang out, we will probably go to Epcot and then we'll go to like Hollywood Studios. With a child, we did Epcot because we had to get there. It was the only place with availability, so we had to get in there. We had Park Hopper though, so we hopped over to Animal Kingdom afterwards. Did a little safari, saw the animals. She's so cute, she loved it. Did a little water ride, and then went over to Magic Kingdom. And Pat Nashville says, "I'll act like a 6-year-old man." It's about to come out right now. I'm gonna tell you why. We did the fireworks, right? 9:20 p.m. fireworks.
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock, we're getting off of the Tomorrowland cars where the pedal's in the middle and it's meant for the little kids to drive. Right. So we're getting off of that. I can't fit. I shouldn't have done it. My knees were in my chin, man, sitting in that little car. I shouldn't have done it, but I'm learning the lesson. And we go to the middle of the castle, right, where the fireworks are. Bro, I've never seen that many people in my life in one spot.
Yeah, of course. That's a highlight. That's a highlight.
50,000 people just in one courtyard. Basically, so
you're one of the few that has been to both parks. So everybody always says world is so much better than land. So you tell me, how much better is the world over the land?
Yeah, I think based on my memory of Disneyland, I went to Disneyland a bunch as a kid, but I probably haven't been in like 15 to 20 years. But World has more. World it's more. I like California Adventure. It was cool, but like Disney World has so many more options that The problem, but the thing is, like, you could do Disneyland essentially in a day. Like, you could do both parks in a day, Disney World, Disneyland in the day, and then Adventure at night. But I feel like this was tough, man. Like, we ran into a group that was trying to do all 4 parks in one day. I said, God bless you, my brethren, because that's a that was a grind. But shoot, man, like, considering how expensive everything else was, I would try to get it out the way in one day too.
Yeah. No, it's and listen, again, it's just a land. The other one's an entire world. There you go. That's all. That's really the explanation is all you really need.
Yeah,
I haven't been to Disneyland yet. Every time I go to, I've been to LA so many times, and I never end up going to Disneyland. And I'm a big Disney guy, man. I'm dying to go, man.
But like,
I gotta try it once. Everybody always tells me you'll be disappointed because you're used to World, and I'm like, I'll still love it anyways because it's still Disney. And I'll still love the experience of going to the original, bro, because that's the best part about it. Also, that is the original. You know what I mean? So everything came from that one.
Exactly, it is the original. But I know how to do it now. There's a little app where you have to pay $15 for Fast Pass, which I remembered always being free. So whatever, I'm not talking to somebody about that. I put in blood, sweat, and tears for this company. I'm gonna need to get that for the price of on the house next time.
By the way, first few years of that Fast Pass stuff, the first early years, I killed it. Killed it.
It's so easy.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. What we used to do. So it used to be these big brown boxes that had the Fast Pass. You would put your ticket in, and you get your Fast Pass, right?
Yeah.
But what people didn't realize was there was a hole in the back that had a button. And that button was for the Disney people that if something got stuck or whatever, they could hit that button and it would produce a Fast Pass ticket. So the wife and I would make a trip around Disney and we'd hit them all over. And then we'd start getting Fast Passes. And then this happened for several years until they finally fixed the issue. And so I would end up getting all those Fast Passes, and we'd end up.
You're the reason why. You're the reason why Fast Pass costs $15 a person now, man. Congratulations! Hey, and even it was worth it. I milked in line for 2 hours.
Hey, I milked it for 8 lifetimes, so it's all right. I'm good with that, bro.
Orlando in itself, though, not that cool. I was happy to come back.
It's a tourist trap. That's what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is.
I thought Miami was expensive. I thought doing things in Miami, going places in Miami was expensive, right? Ubers included, like, could be during surge prices. Like, sometimes getting to South Beach, it's like, wow, I got to pay $25 to get back home. Like, if I'm visiting people and I don't feel like driving. We were at the stadium for the Chelsea Arsenal match. We got to call it the Arsenal match. Chelsea didn't show up. And getting there was $17. Fine. Easy fine. Like, easy call. Getting back was a $105 Uber.
Wow.
$105.
Why didn't you just rent a car?
Because then I got to rent a car.
walk over to Enterprise and rent a car for $45 for a day, bro. And return it the next day.
I gotta pay for the rental. I gotta pay for the parking. I can't drink at the game. Like, nah, I'm good. I was cool with Uber in there. It was brilliant. And we even waited for a while afterwards.
Wait. Pay $45 for the car and give a bum $10 to drive you home. And that's it. And then have the bum just, with the $10.
That is a gross lack of compassion for the homeless person. So,
well, I said bum. I didn't say homeless. I just said bum. That could be. There's lots of bums. Didn't you see them? They were all taking all the free money that Trump and Biden were giving up in the last 8 years here, or 6 years since Biden's only been in office 6. We had a whole bunch of bums taking money and not working. Okay. So I just said bums. I didn't say homeless. I just said bums. There's a lot of people out of work. I'm just saying, or they don't want to. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that don't want to work.
There's a lot of people that don't want to work. I will say that, and I will add too, man, thank you to everybody, every consumer who travels to Disney World and pays to get in and spends all that money. Because, man, we got in for free, and I still spent a few $100 like throughout the park and food and this, that, and the third. Like that's a real vacation, man. Like that is you might as well go to Italy for that price. But if you have little kids, keep taking them to Disney World.
Just keep bragging to these hardworking people that you get in for free.
The thing is, I thought I was saving hella money by getting in for free, but I didn't save all that much money. I saved $100, $150, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong, like 150 is 150, but like
that's that Uber ride.
Like I get a discount at the thing or inside the park.
Uber ride. It covered the Uber ride from the game.
Basically, you know, basically, man, we bought the three of them bought Mickey Mouse ears, so 3 pairs, and like I used my card for a discount, and he was like, okay, that's gonna be 26 whatever dollars. I was like, wow, man, look at this. They just assume that everybody wants Disney ears or Mickey ears, so they're probably cheap. No, he only rang up one of them by accident. All 3 with no discount was like a damn near $100 after tax, bro. Like it was like
embroidered with the name and everything.
Nah, clean.
Oh no, you got to get it embroidered, bro. You got to get the name. What's going on with you?
It was like my lord. By
the way, the challenge is on somebody. Somebody's got to go to Disney World or Disneyland, buy a pair of ears that say Big O, and get them to me, and I'll do a whole show with them on. Okay.
I would have done that if we had brought that up. Definitely would have done that.
There you go. There's your challenge. See, if you would have brought me a big old pair of ears, I would have worn it throughout the whole show.
Robert said he was there Friday. Robert, you must have died right on with me, man. It was hot as a mug there on Friday.
Yeah, you guys all walking around with swamp ass. Yeah, baby. All right, so we got the camp coming up here. What are the 3 things you're looking forward to most here as you tell Dolphin fans out there?
All right, so we're going to start with the big news of the day, which is Raheem Mostert is cleared for training camp.
Amen.
Mike McDaniel was kind of non-committal about whether or not he would be available after rehabbing that chip cartilage knee injury he suffered last season. Said that he was hoping that he would be there for week 1, but he doesn't like to set those kind of expectations. We can forget about that. Now, Mostert will practice, so I'm very interested in seeing how this backfield pans out. There are too many alphas in that backfield, in that room, for one to kind of rise above the rest as the feature back. And I don't really think that's how Mike McDaniel wants to work, although you can expect, based on what we've seen with Mostert and with Elijah Campbell last year, that if somebody rises to the cream, to the top, and they stay hot, that they're going to ride that out. So, I'm interested to see which one of these guys finishes training camp hot and how long that fire can burn. Then going to the other side of the ball, other big news from the weekend, don't think I was too on vacation not to notice Byron Jones starting on the punt list. This is a major opportunity for Noah Igbinoghene. Major opportunity. He has had a bad first 2 years. We can call it what it is. He's had a bad first 2 years, especially after being a first-round pick. He got an ex machina here, a new opportunity with a new coaching staff to make a new impression. And he's got all the opportunity in the world to do so as presumably the starting outside corner opposite of Xavier Howard until Byron Jones gets back. So, that is we'll see how he's grown this offseason. We will see the work ethic that we keep hearing about from his teammates. We'll see how it translates onto the field. See if he can't carve a rollout for himself. I don't think that he's going to have such a good summer that it makes Byron Jones immediately expendable, because they still have to pay Byron Jones this year, but they have an out for Byron Jones next offseason, which is also when they have to make a decision on Igbinoghene's 5th-year option. He's playing for keeps right now. He's playing for money. And then third, the offense as a whole was not good in the spring. It doesn't matter what anybody else, what you heard, what you read, don't tell me what you heard and read from other people. I'm telling you right now, the offense wasn't good. It's understandable. It's a new install. It's an experienced defense. They're not necessarily. It would be more concerning if this offense was running rampant over the defense in the spring. Then it would be very concerning, actually. But they weren't.
Actually, the offense really shouldn't be humming till, I don't know, 4 to 8 games into the regular season or something like that. you'd like to do it from game one, but that's not realistic. They got to figure everything out in game-like situations, and that's going to take a little bit to figure things out. Something that looks good in August or September may not look the same in late September or early October. So I think it's going to take a little bit to get the offense going. The following season, I expect you to pick up where you left off and then get it going. But right now, I would expect some trials and tribulations, some successes, some failures, some experiments, because they don't know their talent yet in every situation, and they've got to figure that out. So that takes a little bit.
I'll put it this way. In college, I was a very, very good NBA 2K player on the PlayStation. I was very good. Like, I only lost a handful of games outside of my apartment, if even that. But my roommate, Bob, and I played so many games against each other that we knew our tendencies. We knew when we were pulling up, when we were driving, what our fakes were, what our sub patterns were, what our strategy. We knew everything about each other to the point where you couldn't tell which one of us was better based on watching us play. It's a similar concept here when you watch a team practice against itself. They know each other so well that you can't jump to conclusions about what you see on the field until you see them play against somebody that's not maybe familiar with their tendencies, that's not familiar with their schematics. So don't look too far into it. Don't get too absorbed into what you see the defense do against this offense or vice versa, because you got to remember, they practice against each other day in and day out. They're always around each other. They are very familiar with one another. And this is a very the continuity on defense is one of the highest rates in the NFL right now. They bring every starter back and then add a couple impact pieces. So don't expect the offense to look like, the greatest show on turf from the jump. I'm looking for, can you get some chunk plays? Can you get push on the offensive line? Is Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer going to continue to wreak havoc in the interior offensive line like they did all spring? Just looking for, how does that wide zone running scheme translate? How are these guys picking it up? How athletic do they look? How fast do they look? How's Teron Armstead doing? What's their body language after they struggle? The little things like that. You can't just look at the black and white. You got to kind of color between the lines here. So these are the three things that I'm looking forward to as we get ready to join in to watch training camp starting Wednesday. They report tomorrow. They're not allowed to actually practice on the first day. Just as a reminder here, classroom work, conditioning, no ball, I don't think involved. You can have coaches on the field and players can line up, but no real football activity. That's why media is not allowed in. The following day, you can start to ramp up a little bit. You can put the helmet on. You can put a shirt on. You can go, quote unquote, full speed without actually hitting. It's not till day 4 and 5 that you can actually put the pads on. So just little things to keep in mind.
You can put a shirt on? You can put a shirt on? Because I was going to go shirtless and, just put everybody to shame on the field. But
call it,
I put a shirt on, then I don't have to put them to shame. So that's good. That's good news.
The shirt, whatever. It's a jersey. They can put the jersey.
Be flexing out there and then, make everybody look bad.
It's hot though, man. Like I got to go to. I probably got to run to Sam's Club today or tomorrow and pick up a couple, the hand towels to bring with me. That's I can't just be out here baking and sweating, man. Like it's big hot out here, even with the awning, which is wonderful. I've never seen another practice facility like the Dolphins have, where there's like an actual grandstand with it covered, with a covered awning.
Stephen Ross, bro. Crazy guy. Stephen Ross, Tom Garfinkel. Those people don't do anything cheap. They do everything first class. What's wrong with you, bro? You're used to covering the bills. What's wrong with you? That's why you're used to covering people that dive on tables that are lit on fire. We don't do those things here. We're highfalutin here, bro. We have F1 races and major tennis tournaments and stuff on the same property. What is wrong with you? We are at another.
This is my first. What's it called? This is my first Dolphins training camp. I got here after training camp during week 0. We'll call it last season. But I do seeing all the tweets and social media posts. I kind of loved Bill's training camp because they do it at this college up in Rochester, about an hour and a half away. So we stay in the dorms. It's like almost like a college or a camp, real camp experience. And my favorite part was I would wake up in the morning and my room, my window overlooked like the parking lot where they set all like the games and the fanfare activities up. So I'd wake up, I look out the window, and it would already just be packed to the brim with people and fans and music and all that. And so like you're just walking right out the gate at 8 o'clock in the morning.
So every day you're just kicking off some college frat chick from your bed, right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
that's why you're calling you bastard. That's
not
what
at all. I knew you couldn't go a full show without something inappropriate.
Hitting on the babes. I know what's going on here.
We couldn't go one show, keeping it PG. We're out here talking about Disney. You know, you got to take it there every time. No, I like the environment.
I just read through the lines here. I know what you're saying when you're telling me, you know, young, good-looking guy like yourself. See, an old fart like me would be saying, I'm in some stupid-ass college town, and I don't want to be in some stupid-ass dorm. But a young stud like you is saying, let me go. Let me pick up the co-eds, the honeys.
I woke up.
Marcel. You're kicking off a honey out of your bed every single night. And that's why you love Bill's training.
Man, I went to
training you for the regular season.
I went to practice. I did my work. I went to eat, and I brought a TV and my PlayStation, and I hopped on the game with a couple friends, and then I started over again. I was there one track minded. Man, I was there to work.
You did your work.
I did my work. My PS4.
You were working it all right. You were working it all right. Yeah, well, we got you. We got you. Right? Everybody on the chat board. Did we not bust him? Right? There he is. Young, good-looking stud. College. This guy extended his college stay there is what he did in that place. What was the name of that university?
St. John's Fisher University, bro. It wasn't nobody there. It was summer.
Yeah.
It was summer.
Yeah, you keep telling
Rochester, New York.
In fact, there's less people out there, so they were easier to find for you.
No, I'm not.
You cruising home at 3 in the
morning.
morning.
Like being damn near 30 on a college campus.
Us normal people, we're when we're cruising home at 3 in the morning, we follow the law and all that. The idiots, they're going like 95, and they're like, "Yo, idiot, you're the only one on the road. The cop's going to see you." You know what I mean? The rest of us, you know, we're just kind of cruising. I get it. It's all right, bro. You
Dizzy is right. You talk to Dizzy. I'm reading the comments. ASNF. I do play FIFA, so we can get some wholesome content back on this show.
You haven't mixed up with me. I would have been hitting all the chicks. St. John Fisher College in Rochester is my alma mater, says Lisa Rose, where the Bills camp is. So there you go. You got an alum of St. John's Fisher College watching the show. How about that? Huh? How about the reach of this show? There you go. The great Lisa Rose is from St. John's Fisher College. Ha! There you go.
Yeah, I got a little FOMO, man. Got a little FOMO over there. It's fun. Bring the sticks. Go play some golf. It's just a real bonding experience with the rest of the beat. Although I think after a certain point, everybody was doing the drive back and forth. Me, a smart person, stayed in the dorm because when I stay overnight, I get per diem. So I made money on that trip. I made money on top of my money off that trip.
So you're getting laid and you're getting paid.
I'm getting paid. All right, I'm about to. That's my time is up. Computer's dying. Internet's going out.
When I grow up, I want to be Marcel Louis-Jacques. Okay, when I grow up, we all want to be Marcel Louis-Jacques. You get laid to get paid. That is awesome.
You should want to be me because I have the most wonderful girlfriend in the world who is watching this show, and I appreciate and love her support. You should all strive to have that kind of support.
She wasn't with you when you were covering the team. She wasn't with you when you were covering the team in Rochester.
No.
Okay, there you go. All right. So, anyways, we will catch you later on in the week. his work at ESPN, and I love getting him in trouble. Follow him on Twitter at Marcel_LJ. We'll catch you on later on in the week. And one night, maybe we'll take you and the girlfriend out one day to a little dinner. All right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You got to stop bringing up other girls on the show, bro. Because if not, it's going to be a real awkward dinner.
She's got to have a sense of humor, bro. I mean, she's got to be able to. I'm sure she's getting a kick out of it.
She'll tell you she's the funniest person in the world.
First of all, she's not watching this. Okay, come on.
She is.
No way she's watching this. She's actually a sports fan.
She's a sports reporter. Check my Twitter account.
Oh, she's a sports. Oh God. So yeah, you're screwed.
I did a 9 a.m. I did a 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. radio show. I was co-hosting 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. She listened to all 4 hours. Man,
oh, yeah,
that's why y'all. That's why y'all should be like y'all should want to be like me.
That woman is screwed. She actually really likes you. If she's listening to 4 hours of you, she really likes you, bro.
I'll just have that sweet buttery voice, man. I don't know what to tell you. You better be careful. Don't make me start a radio show.
You can do. We can expand this. You can expand the network. We got no problem with that. We got no problem. There's 24 hours in the day. I can't do all 24, so let's rock. Let's do it. You want to do it? Let's go. Marcel Louis-Jacques.
That's on Wednesday night.
Marcel_LJ. Marcel, I'll catch you later on in the week over at Dolphins camp. You good, my brother?
Yeah. See you out Thursday.
You got it. There you go. You now have the edge.
This is the Big O Show.